There's some interesting developments going on with some NXT talent, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also see what's going on with Pat McAfee, Grayson Waller, and much more. Let's start things off with the latest updates surrounding Cora Jade. Now, Cora hasn't been seen on NXT television in quite some time. She used to be heavily featured, even went through a heel turn, but eventually disappeared. Cora Jade did make some headlines when she tweeted out her recent frustrations about missing premium live events for NXT, even deactivating her Twitter account and vowing to never return to the platform at one point. Well, Cora eventually did return to Twitter and is now tweeting out some interesting messages that has fans asking a lot of questions regarding her future. Cora tweeted that she missed NXT and that it's been a while, but she later quoted her own tweet and said, "Psych." She said she had better things to do right now and not for the fans to complain when they realize the division lacks without her. She said she'll return when she feels like it. She also asked for fans to stop asking her to return to NXT because it sucks there and she's better than everyone there, that it's not worth her time and she's so sick of it. So, considering Cora's long absence away from NXT and this apparent angle that she can't stand NXT and everyone in it, it has fans wondering if a surprise main roster call-up could be in play for Cora Jade. She's constantly talking about hating NXT and how she's working on better things. So fans are starting to think if Cora Jade really could make the jump based on what she's been saying. So no matter what route they decide to take Cora Jade in, it'll be an interesting one. If she returns to NXT, it'll be interesting to see how that unfolds, since the character appears to hate NXT with a passion. And if she's called up to the main roster, it'll be interesting to see if her attitude changes now that she's away from the brand she can't stand, NXT. Taylor Swift has found herself in the headlines of wrestling news over the last few weeks for many different reasons and stories. It all started with Fastlane when a reporter asked Io Sky how she would feel about facing Taylor Swift in the wrestling ring, and everyone thought it was a pretty silly question to ask. But then you had Seth Rollins saying that he and Becky Lynch are the biggest power couple over Travis Kelce and Taylor. Well, now you have another WWE superstar that's trying to use Taylor Swift to get his own name out there, and that's Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller was a guest on WWE's The Bump when he ended up making national news after he made a joke at Taylor Swift's expense, saying that he would never be with a 6 out of a 10. Grayson's joke really exploded online, especially for Taylor Swift fans that came after him. Grayson Waller took to Twitter to post a sarcastic apology video to Taylor and her fans. He said that he's been under attack by her fans all week long, with them calling him a 0 out of a 10, and that Taylor's pets have more money than him. Grayson Waller's apology video tweet was one of the most viral tweets ever, picking up nearly 3 million views. Grayson Waller also kept the trolling going by wearing Taylor Swift's merchandise t-shirt during a WWE live event and mocking her handshake. So Grayson is definitely choosing a big battle going up against Taylor Swift and her fan base. But it appears that he's using the controversy to continue to get himself out there and cross over to the mainstream light. Despite being under attack by the fans, his name was all over these big outlets for what he said. So it definitely seemed like he knew what he was doing and trying to fully benefit from it. A lot of WWE fans are wondering if Grayson Waller could even get an interaction from Taylor Swift herself if he keeps this up. So we'll see if that will ever happen. It seems pretty unlikely at the moment, but if WWE could bring in Kelce and Swift way down the line to confront Grayson Waller, that would be a pretty insane payoff. It would be a crazy celebrity crossover that actually has a lot of purpose and reasoning, but just seems very unlikely. Pat McAfee stunned WWE fans when it came to SmackDown commentary in 2021 and surprisingly fit in and knew what he was doing. He became a fan favorite commentator in WWE, but his run was cut short after he agreed to do some college football coverage that required a large chunk of his time. So he left WWE to work on the college football obligations as well as his own podcast and other responsibilities. He made a few surprise appearances in WWE ever since, but has yet to make a full-time return to WWE. Well, Pat made a very surprising reveal this week when he responded to a fan tweet that polled fans on Pat's college football coverage, with a shocking 49% of viewers saying that they weren't a fan of Pat's coverage on the show. Pat quoted that tweet and confirmed that he has yet to sign an extension to be covering college football next year and will continue to enjoy this year and ride it out. So hearing the possibility that he won't have those obligations to cover college football next season has fans wondering if a WWE return could be in the table for Pat in 2024. The LWO just expanded by adding Carlito into the mix, but there's another superstar that's being questioned about joining the group. This superstar in question is Raquel Rodriguez. She had this to say when speaking with the Dallas Morning News about possibly joining the LWO. Quote, "Trust me, there have been many thoughts of Raquel Rodriguez in the LWO. I would love to be a part of the LWO. Everyone who's in the LWO at the moment are family to me. I just started a little bit before Cruz del Toro signed with NXT, and when he came in, he just immediately felt like a brother to me, and we bonded immediately. He's always been there for me. It's really been hard that we're on separate brands because, again, it's like family. Same thing for Escobar, you know? Santos, he came in at WWE, and immediately it just felt like I had another brother in the business. I'm already a part of the family. In a sense, I do feel like I'm a part of the LWO. It just hasn't been made official yet." End quote. So it's a very interesting reveal by Raquel Rodriguez. She's apparently already extremely close to the majority of LWO members, has all the history with them dating back to the NXT days, and looks at them as family members. So if the LWO ever needed to come back up in the women's division, it looks like they already know who to call for the job. The LWO continues to grow in numbers, but they still only have one woman in the group with Zelina Vega. So Raquel could step in there to join Zelina, and together they'll instantly be a threat for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Raquel has won the NXT Women's Championship in the past, and even won the women's tag team titles before with multiple different partners. So she'll definitely be an amazing pickup for the group overall. We saw what the Bloodline did as a group. We saw what the Judgment Day is quickly becoming. So the LWO can seriously launch themselves right into that top section of WWE if they continue their great work as a faction. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.